Hello and welcome to the Think Tank. I'm Pastor Devin. Thanks so much for joining us today. And you ever wondered if your life really matters? Sometimes we wonder that a lot. Am I doing what I'm doing with Jesus? Does it really count? Is something really happening? There's a wonderful story in 2 Kings chapter 5 where there's a guy named Naaman. He has leprosy. And he goes to Israel, and he's actually the enemy. He's a Syrian. And he goes there, and the man of God prays over him. He goes, bathes in this river, Jordan River, 7 times, and he gets healed. It's a wonderful, amazing story. But here's the thing. The story never happens about this one particular person. We don't know this person's name. All we know is she was a slave girl. She was a girl that the Syrians had conquered and captured and brought into their country as a slave. Now, in the ancient times, if you were a slave, you were pretty down on the ladder. If you were a slave and you were a woman, you're even further down the ladder. If you were a slave and you were a woman and you were a kid, you were at the bottom of all society. She was worthless in their eyes, but you know what? She wasn't worthless before God. And here's the amazing thing is, when she saw Naaman and his leprosy and the pain he was going through, instead of going, that's great, he's our enemy, God get him, she goes, oh, if only Naaman would go to Israel and see the man of God, he could be healed. That had to blow Naaman's mind. We've conquered you. You're a slave, and you're telling me I can go get healed? What an amazing thing. Here's the thing. That slave girl never tells that story, never does that. Doesn't have that come and say, God, yeah, I'm in this crazy place. My circumstances say that I should not want to serve you at all because I'm a slave. But she serves God anyways. And what happens? Naaman gets healed. Now here's the thing. When Naaman comes back to town from Israel and he's healed, what do you think happens to that slave girl? People might say, she got a raw deal. We don't know what happens to her story. We don't know her name, but I can't wait to meet her in heaven one day. And what happened next? I guarantee you she was no longer a slave girl. I guarantee her situation might change. Now, here's the interesting thing. We don't know anything about the history of the slave girl. Maybe she was an orphan. Maybe she was unloved. Maybe no one wanted her. Maybe she had something wrong with her body. And we have no idea. And maybe being conquered and becoming a slave was the best thing ever happened to her because she was in the right time at the right place. But here's the thing, she never lost her faith in God, even though she had every right to. And Naaman gets healed, he comes back, and wow.